welcome to Visionary Heights. Today we are going to start part 2 of the trigonometric series for grade 10th. I hope you have watched the previous video. If not, then I highly recommend you to checking it out first. So let's start our part 2. Before we start the part 2, let's discuss something that we already discussed in the part 1. In part 1, we discussed what is trigonometry. It is basically the measuring of the triangles. Then we discussed what are the application of trigonometry and what are the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so what were the trigonometric ratios? Just a quick revision what we did in the last part. In part 1, we discussed that when we are dealing with the trigonometry, we have to deal with the right angle triangle. Suppose this is my right angle triangle ABC, and if I'm talking with respect to C, so this will be my opposite to the angle, and this BC will be my adjacent to the angle. The adjacent is also known as the base and the opposite is also known as the perpendicular. So based on this, there were various trigonometric ratios. What were those? First one was sine theta, means sine of angle theta. Theta if this angle is theta. So this may vary according to the angle. For more clarification on this, you can watch the part 1. So sine theta was P by H. H is the hypotenuse here. Then we discussed about cos theta. Cos theta was B by H. Then we discussed about tan theta. Tan theta was P by B. And just the opposite of them, cot theta. Cot theta was B by P. Opposite of cos was sec theta. Sec theta was H by B. And for sine, we have cosec theta. And cosec theta is H by B. This all things we discussed already in the part 1. Now let's start the part 2. In part 2, we have the reciprocal identity. What do you understand by the reciprocal identity? Reciprocal identity says, suppose my sine theta is P by H and I am getting its value, suppose it is 1 by 2. Then just the opposite of it, just the opposite will be H by P, or the value will be 2 by 1, and this H by P, this ratio will be known as the cosec theta. Means for all the angles we have the reciprocals as well, which is just the opposite of it. Like sine theta is P by H, similarly cosec theta is just opposite of it and it will be H by P. It will be just opposite of P by H. For cos theta was B by H, and what will be the opposite of it? That will be H by B now, and that will be the sec theta. Clear? What was the third one? That was tan theta. Tan theta is P by B, and just the opposite of it will be B by P, and that will be known as the cot theta. So sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and their opposites are cosec, sec and cot. Hope it is clear. Now come to the next identity, that is the quotient identity. Now it seems to be like, oh, what is it? Let's discuss. It is also very easy. What is tan theta? If I ask you what is tan theta, so tan theta is, yes, P by B. Okay. Is it okay? I am saying that quotient identity says that tan theta can be written as sine theta by cos theta. Let's prove it. How we can write tan theta like sine theta by cos theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta is P by H, right? Let's write it. That sine theta equals to P by H. Cos theta will be B by H. So it will be P into H by B into H. We can cancel out this and this. Finally, I am getting P by B, and that is equals to tan theta. Hope it is clear. Means tan theta can be written as sine theta by cos theta. This is my quotient identity. Same thing we can write for the cot theta as well. What is cot theta? Cot theta is just the opposite of tan theta. So cot theta is b by p, and we can write it as what? If tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, what will be cot theta? It will be cos theta by sin theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is b by h. And what is sin theta? That is p by h. Now what we can do here is b into h by p into h. From here I can cancel out h and h. It will be b by p, and that is known as that will be known as the cot theta. Hope it is clear. The quotient identity is also clear now. One of the most important thing that should be clear in our mind is that if I'm writing sine A, this is not sine into A. No. This should be read as sine of angle A. Means we have this right angle triangle, triangle ABC. If I'm talking about this angle, then sine means P by H. This is H, and for this angle, this will be P, right? Because this is opposite. So opposite is known as the perpendicular, no? Okay. So here it is sine of angle A. Sine of angle A is P by H. It is not it sine into angle A. This should be clear into mind. So if I'm writing sine 30 degree, it is not equal to sine into 30. No. It says that if this angle is 30 degree, then sine 30 will be equal to AB, because this will be perpendicular for this angle now. So AB by AC. Hope this is clear. Don't read sine 30 as sine into 30. No. This shows me for angle 30, the sine of this angle will be AB by AC. Now, there are various trigonometric ratios which we should remember for some specific angles. We have to learn them directly, right? Don't you worry, we will learn this whole chart and using a very simple trick. So we have to learn for sine 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, and we have to learn all the angles for them. It's very easy. We have to learn for 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These 5 angles we have to learn. So what is sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and sine of angle 90 is 1. Similarly, 10 of 30 is 1 by root 3. You have to read it like that. But how to remember? It seems to be really difficult, huh? But it's very, very easy. What you have to do? You just have to write 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. And here, suppose you are talking about the sine theta. So, if theta is 0, then you have to write like 0 by 4, then 1 by 4, then 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. You can write like that. 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. And after that just take their roots. Easy? If I see them, 0 by 4 is 0 only. I am getting 0. Okay. What is root of 1 by 4? It is 1 by 2 now. So sine 30 is 1 by 2. Similarly, if I am talking about 45, so it will be 1 by 2. And root of it is 1 by root 2. Getting the same thing now? Here also, root of 3 by 4 is root 3 by 2. And this is 1, so root of 1 is 1 only. Isn't it easy? Again, what we have to do? 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4 and just the root of it. Okay? Learning sine theta is easy now. Similarly, we can do the cos theta. How cos theta? Cos theta is just opposite of sine theta. 90 will come here. So cos 0 will be 1. This will come there, root 3 by 2. This will come there, this will come there, this will go there, right? 90 will come there, 60 will come there. So whatever is this 90, this will come there. This section will go there, this will go there, this will go there, and this will go there, right? Means from the last you have to read for cos 30. For cos, you have to start from the last, okay? Now what about for 10? We know what is 10. What is 10? 10 is sine by cos, right? Now see, if my sine theta is 0, right? See, sine by cos, I am dividing it 0 by 1. So 0 by 1 is 0. Divide them 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. So it is 1 by root 3, because we learned already in the last identity. What was that? That tan theta can be written as sine theta by cos theta. Just divide their values. So 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2, that is again 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, that is root 3 only. And 1 divided by 0. 1 divided by 0. We can't divide a number by 0, right? That is undefined, because we can get a number of values. 0 into 5 is also 0, 0 into 1 is also 0, 0 into any number is equals to 0. So I don't know what will be the answer, right? So it is undefined. Hope it is clear. For sine theta, we can do root of 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. For cos theta, we have to start from the last. 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, then 1 by 2, and then 0. For 10, we have to divide them. 0 by 1, this divided by this, so 1 by root 3, this divided by this, so 1, this divided by this, root 3, and this. Till tan theta, any doubt? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta we have discussed, and we learned for 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degree angle. Now come to cosec theta. What we learned? Cosec is just opposite of reciprocal of sin theta. So if sin theta is 0, it will be 1 by 0 means undefined. Clear? If sin 30 is 1 by 2, so it will be just the opposite, means 2 by 1, it means 2. If sin 45 is 1 by root 2, just the opposite, means root 2 by 1. Okay. If cos sin 60 is root 3 by 2, so its reciprocal will be 2 by root 3 and reciprocal 1 will be 1. Means these two will be reciprocal. Again, sec theta will be reciprocal of cos theta. Similarly, tan theta will be reciprocal of cot theta. Means you have to remember the values for sin theta only. You can find cos theta, tan theta, cosec, sec, cot theta according to it, right? And you need not learn the values of sin theta as well. It's very easy to remember, right? And when you will be doing the question, it will be easy for you to remember. Clear? So, some of the important things let's discuss. What was that? That sin 0 was 0. Okay. Sin of 0 is 0. If I ask you sin 30, it was 1 by 2. Then sin 45, it was 1 by root 2. Sin 60, it was root 3 by 2. And sin 90, it was 1. Okay. So sin 0 is 0 and sin 90 is 1. 45 is 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2. Hope it is clear. Cos will be just the opposite of it. This will be the value for cos 0. This will be for cos 30. Then this will be for cos 45. This value will be for cos 60. And the same value will be for cos 90. For 10, we just need to divide them. Hope it is okay. Before we start solving this question, one thing should be clear in our mind. That if I am writing sin A means it is sine of angle A, right? I can't write it as like sine into A. No, this is wrong. I can't write it like that. Clear? If I am writing sine 30 degree, it is sine of angle 30, means where there is angle 30, I am taking P by H related to that. Okay. I can't write it like sine into 30 degree. This is wrong. Hope it is clear. Similarly, if somewhere it is written as sine 2a. So sine 2a means this 2a is the complete angle and I am taking sine of it. Means this is my right angle triangle and this angle with respect to which I am talking, that is 2a. This is not equals to 2 sine a. That is wrong. Clear? This is 2 times sine of angle a and this is sine of this angle, this 2a angle. Hope it is clear. One more thing that you will face well, that sine a and suppose its a square is written. What does it means? It is not sine a square. No, it is not equals to sine a square. Here the angle is a only and I am taking it 2 times. Mean the same thing is multiplied 2 times. Means sine a the whole square. Clear? Suppose I have sine 30 degree and 4 times. It means it is sine 30 I have to find and its power should be 4. Hope this is clear. Alright. Now solve the question. Coming to the question, let's check what is written in the question. You have to evaluate 4 times sine 460 degree, cos to the power 430 degree and this much. Right? So the first thing that we should know is that what is sine 60 and I have to make it 4 times. So sine 60 was root 3 by 2. Okay. What was cos 30? Cos 30 or sine 60 both same thing. So again root 3 by 2. Okay. Then tan 60 was how much? Tan 60 was good root 3 and tan 45 was 1. And cos 45 was 1 by root 2. Okay. You should remember that chart. That chart is really very important. Okay. Just put the value now. 4 times sine 460 degree. So root 3 by 2 to the power 4. Because sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And I am taking the fourth power of it. So root 3 by 2 to the power 4. Next one will be root 3 by 2 to the power 4 minus 3 times root 3 the square minus 1 square plus 5 times 1 by root 2 the whole square. Just check it out. We just put the values, nothing else. We just learned the chart, we put the values and accordingly we are solving the question. 4, what is root 3 4 times? So root 3 into root 3 into, or we can do one thing. Because same thing is added 2 times, right? This is also root 3 by 2 to the power 4. It is also root 3 by 2. So I can write it as 2 times root 3 by 2 to the power 4. Any doubt? Okay. The next one will be, it will be 3 because root 3 into root 3 makes 3, right? So 3 minus 1 plus 5. Similarly, it will be 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 means 1 by 2. Hope it is clear. In the next step, we will have 4 times 2 into, what is root 3 to the power 4? Root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3. It will be 3, it will be 3. So 9. 9 by 2 to the power 4. What is 2 to the power 4? Very good, 16. Now minus 3 into 2 plus 5 by 2. What we will have next? 4 to the 8 to the 16. So it will be 9 by 2. 9 by 2 minus 6 plus 5 by 2. 9 and 5 makes 14 by 2 means 7. 7 minus 6 means the answer for this question is 1. No need of afraiding what is written in the question. Don't afraid. What is written, you have to just put the value. If you know the chart, if you can remember the chart, you just have to put the value. Okay. And how many times the power is, you just have to evaluate it And that's it. The questions are really, really very easy. Any doubt in this? Sine 60, I put the value. I made the 4 times of it because it is sine for 60. Then this one, we just added it, we solved it, and this is the answer. Solve the next question now. Okay, see the question. It is about cos 60. What is cos 60? Good, it is 1 by 2. Then sec 30. Sec 30 means, what is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So sec 30 will be just the opposite of it. Sec 30 will be 2 by root 3. Tan 45 we know it is 1. And sin 30 we know it is 1 by 2. Clear? We just have to put the values now. 5 into cos square 60. What is cos 60? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 the whole square. Then 4 times secant square 30. What is secant 30? 2 by root 3. So 2 by root 3 whole square. Then tan 45. Tan 45 is 1. So 1 square. And doubt in the numerator? Whatever is written, we just put the values according to it. Divided by, what is sin 30? Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 the whole square. Plus cos square 30. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 the whole square. In further classes, we will learn that it is also identity. But for now, you just have to put the values. That's it. Okay. So what will happen here? It will be 5 into 1 by 4 plus 4 into 4 by root 3 square is 3 minus 1 divided by 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. I just whole square them, right? Numerator part will become, this will become 5 by 4. This will become 16 by 3 minus 1 divided by 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 makes 4 by 4 means 1, right? So it will be 1. See the numerator now. It will be, if I take the LCM, LCM will be 4 and 3, it will be 12. So it will become 15 plus 3 4s are 12. So 16 4s are 64 minus 12. Any doubt? Just solve this. Base will be 12. What is 15 plus 64? So 15 minus 12 is 3. So 3. So it will be 67 by 12. Any doubt in this question? Hope this is clear. Now if I ask you one thing, that if sine of angle A is given as 1 by 2. Alright, what is the value of A? How to find it? I will compare this 1 by 2 with the values I have learned in the chart, right? On comparing, I will get that yes, this is the value for sine of 30 degree. Sine of 30 degree is 1 by 2, na? And I will see that okay, this is comparable to sine A. That sine A is sine 30. What does it means? That angle A is how much? 30 degree. Make sure, just keep it in mind, it's very, very important that we are not cancelling the sine and sine here. This is wrong. If I am cancelling sine and sine, this thing is wrong. We can't do like that. What we are doing here is we are just comparing the values. We are not cancelling them, we are comparing them. That sine A equals to sine 30. It means, what is the angle A? Sine of one angle is equals to sine of 30 degree. Means this A is 30. Clear? Don't cancel the values. You just have to compare them. Clear? Suppose one thing is given, that sine of 3A equals to root 3 by 2. Now again compare. Means what is that? This 3A is complete angle, right? What is that complete angle which gives me 3 by 2? That is good. That is 60 degree. So sine of 3A equals to sine of 60 degree. Again compare the angles. This 3A will be equal to 60 degree. So 3a equals to 60 degree. We need not cancel the sine and sine. We can't cancel them. We just have to compare the angles only, right? So this a will be equals to 60 by 3. It means 20 degree. So angle A, if I try to find the value, that is equals to 20 degree. Hope this is clear. You have to compare the values. You need not cancel the ratios. Okay. Now coming to the question. See the question. Root 3 sine x is equals to cos x. Okay. This time we are not given the values directly. We have to find it that root 3 sine x equals to cos x. I know one relation. What was that? Good. In the identity we learned that was sin x by cos x is tan x, right? Hope you remember this. Okay. So what I can write is I can shift this. Okay, keep this root 3 here. So sin x by cos x. If I shift it to this side, it will come to denominator and only 1 will left here. Is this clear? If I am shifting cos to the denominator, 1 will be left here, no? Because it was in multiplication now. So sin x by cos x, I will shift this root 3 to the another side. It is in multiplication here. So if we shift it to the right hand side, it will come in the division part, right? So it will become 1 by root 3. This sin x by cos x can be written as, see here, tan x, right? So I will write it as tan x is equals to 1 by root 3. Again do the comparison. What is that angle of tan that gives us 1 by root 3? Good, that is 30 degree. So I can write it as tan x equals to tan 30. Again on comparing both the values, I will get x as 30 degree. And that was my question. I need to find the value of x. Is it clear? Next question. Same type. Okay. But this time the angle is x by 2, right? So this is 2 sine and this whole angle is for x by 2 I am taking the sine, right? Equals to 1. We can shift this 2 to another side. It will come to the division. So sine x by 2 equals to 1 by 2. Now again we have to find that angle of sine which give me 1 by 2. Just remember that chart. 1 by 2 was for the 30 degree. Good. So sine x by 2 equals sine 30 degree. Again, we can't cancel out sine and sine. This x by 2 I have to compare with 30 degree. So x by 2 equals to 30 degree. So x is equals to 30 into 2 because I will shift this 2 in the denominator to the numerator. So it will come in multiplication. So x will be 60 degree. Clear? Questions are easy now. If you can find the meaning of the questions are really easy. You just have to remember the chart that we discussed in the start of this class, right? Okay. Now this time I can't see any angle, right? In a triangle PQR, we are given a triangle PQR that is right angled at Q. PQ is given, PR is given. You have to determine the angle this time. In all other questions that we did earlier, either we have to find the values of the angle, something was given, some relation, some trigonometric relation was given. But in this question, we are given the length of the side. No issue. We know trigonometry is about the relation between the angles and the sides. Let's establish one. What is given? We are given a triangle PQR, right angled at Q. Let's draw the triangle. This is my triangle that is right angled at Q and it is P, Q and R. Any doubt? I just draw what is written in the first line. Come to the next one then. PQ is given as 3. Just mark PQ as 3. Okay. Then PR is given as 6. Just mark PR as 6. PR is 6. I don't know the base. You know, if two sides are given and one is unknown, what we have to do? What we have to do? Very good. We can find it using the Pythagoras theorem. But let's see what the question is about. Question is about determine angle P and angle R. Okay. If I talk in respect of this angle R, this is angle R. So this will be the good perpendicular, because this is opposite. Opposite is known as the perpendicular. This is the hypotenuse. For angle R, this is perpendicular now. So if I try to find perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is equals to 3 by 6 means 1 by 2. If I ask you what is P by H, that is sine, right? So sine of angle R is given as 1 by 2. Can you tell me 1 by 2 is the value of sine 30 now if I compare it with the chart? So sine 30 is equals to sine R. On comparing, R is equals to 30 degree. So R is 30 degree. They're asking us to find angle P as well. P as well, na? So for P, if I'm taking angle P, so for P, this is the perpendicular and this is the opposite, so perpendicular, and this will be the base, right? So what I have to do? We have base by hypotenuse, right? So base by hypotenuse for angle P it is given, and it is base is how much? 3 and perpendicular is 6. So again 1 by 2, and base by hypotenuse gives me cos theta. In the first part we discussed that if angle will change, then the ratio will change. Why? Because the perpendicular will become base and the base will become perpendicular. If you want to clear this doubt, just see the part 1 again, right? So this one is clear. Now again 1 by 2 for cos is cos, good, 60 degree equals to cos P. So P is how much? 60 degree. Clear? Even if the angles are not given, what we can do? We can establish the relation between them. Now coming to the third one. See, you have to solve the equation, right? What is given? Again, 2 cos 3 theta. This 3 theta is the angle. This is the complete angle, cos of 3 theta, right? This 2 is extra, so I can shift it to another side. It will become cos 3 theta equals 1 by 2. Again, we have to compare 1 by 2 is for cos 60 degree. So it will be cos 60. Now, this complete angle, when we compare with this, so 3 theta will be equal to 60. Theta will be equals to 60 by 3 and it is 20 degree. Means theta for the first one will be 20 degree. We just have to find what is 1 by 2 in terms of cos, right? So this is the value for cos 60 degree, right? If we have cos 3 theta on one side and cos 60 degree on the another side, we can compare the angles as we already discussed. Hope it is clear. Now come to the second one. For the second one, again the same. Just give it a try. 2 sine 2 theta equals to root 3. What we have to do? This 2 theta is angle for sine. We can't touch it, right? We can shift this 2 to the right hand side. Good. It will come to the denominator part. It will become sine 2 theta equals to root 3 by 2. Again this root 3 by 2 for sine it is 60 degree. So sine 2 theta equals to sine 60 degree, and I can compare the angles now. So 2 theta equals to 60. So theta equals to 60 by 2 and that is 30 degree. Any doubt in these two questions? Both were on the same type, right? Now come to the third one. Don't get afraid, even if it is 5 is written, 10 is written, 20 is written, or even 1000 is written. Same thing, we just have to compare, right? Keep it as it is. Tan 5 theta equals 1. Compare this one. 1 is equals to, in case of 10, Good, it is 45 degree. So tan 45. Compare this 5 theta with 45. 5 theta equals to 45 degree. Theta equals to 45 by 5, that is 9 degree. Any doubt? What we have to do first, we have to learn that chart in which all the angles are given, some specific angles are given. We should remember the values, okay, that what is the value for 30, what is the value for 45, okay. We have to write both the sides in terms of the same ratio, then we can compare the angles. Any doubt? Should we move to the next slide then? Now coming to the next question, see what is given in the question, that if A and B are acute angles, acute means less than 90, right? Acute means less than 90. Means we are talking about all those angles which were less than 90. In the chart as well, you must have seen this thing, na? We learned till 90 only. In further classes, when we'll be in the grade 11th, na, then we will deal with the other angles as well. But for now, in our syllabus, we have to deal with the acute angles only. What is given? That sine A minus B equals to 0. Sine of this angle A minus B is 0. And 2 times cos of A plus B minus 1 equals to 0. You have to find A and B. Come to the first one. It is given as sine A minus B equals to 0. What does it means? See, sine of A minus B equals to 0. We know this A minus B is the angle of for the sine, right? This is the complete angle. How to compare the angle? How to find the values? The right hand side as well, we have to compare the value with the trigonometric ratio. So sine of what is 0, dear? It is sine 0, right? So sine of A minus B equals to sine 0 degree, because sine 0 degree is 0. Now on comparing the angles, what we get? A minus B equals 0. It means my first equation will be A minus B equals 0. B I shift to another side, so A equals to B. This is my first equation. Any doubt? Because B was in minus here in the left hand side, if I shift it to right hand side, it will become positive. So A equals B. Come to the second one, what is given? The given part is 2 times cos of A plus B equals to 1. We just solve these type of questions. What we have to do? A plus B is the angle here, so we can't touch it. We will shift this 2 to the right hand side. So it will become the denominator. It will be cos of A plus B equals 1 by 2. Again, we have to check what value of what angle of cos gives us 1 by 2, that is 60 degree. So I can write it as cos of A plus B equals cos of 60 degree. On comparing the angles, we get A plus B equals to 60. What we can do next is, we know that A and B both are equal. From equation 1, we just proved that A and B are equal. So if A and B are equal, in place of B I can write A as well. So A plus A equals to 60 degree. Because A and B are equal now. So in place of B I can write A. So 2A equals to 60 degree. So angle A will be 60 by 2. So it will be 30 degree. If angle A is 30 degree, I told you A and B both are equal. So B is also 30 degree. Was it tough? No, it was easy, right? The point is that we should know how to solve the question. We should know what we are trying to find. We should know how to compare them. That's the point. Now coming to the next one. See, what is given here? That sine theta minus cos theta equals to 0. You have to find the value of sine 4 theta, and that is not, this is cos 4 theta. Right? Sine 4 theta plus cos 4 theta you need to find. Now how to solve this? See on the board. What is given? First you have to focus on, in all the questions, first you have to focus on what is given, because with the help of it only we will find what we need to find, right? What is being asked in the question. So what is the given part? That sine theta minus cos theta equals 0, right? Now what we can do for this? Cos theta, we can shift it to the right hand side. It will become sine theta. It was subtraction here, so on shifting it to right hand side it will become positive, so cos theta. Any doubt? Cos theta, if it is in numerator, I shift it to denominator, what will happen? It will become sine theta by cos theta, and what will left? 1 will left. Some student make mistake here, they write it as equals to 0. No, it is cos theta into 1. So 1 will left here. It is not cos theta into 0. If nothing is written means 1 is there, right? So 1 will be there. Hope it is clear. So sine theta by cos theta, using the identity, it is good. It is tan theta. So tan theta equals to 1. So again we have to compare, because I need to find the value of theta. So tan of what angle gives me 1? It is tan 45. So tan 45 degree. On comparing the values, theta equals to 45 degree. I know the value of theta now. I can put this value in the given question. So it is sine 4 theta. Sine 4 theta means, what is sine 45? Sine 45 is, I can write it as sine 45 degree to the power 4 plus cos 45 degree to the power 4, because they are asking me na sine 4 theta and cos theta, and theta is 45, right? So what is sine 45? It is 1 by root 2 to the power 4 plus 1 by root 2 to the power 4. Clear? What is 1 by root 2 to the power 4? Means 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2, right? And same thing for the second one as well. So I can write it as 2 times, because same thing added 2 times, right? So it will be 2 into root 2 into root 2 is 2, root 2 into root 2 is 2. So it will be 1 by 4. So your answer will be 1 by 2. Any doubt? The answer for this question is 1 by 2. What we did, just say it again. First, we shifted this cos theta to the right hand side. Okay. So it will become sine theta is equals to cos theta. On division, it will become tan theta equals to 1. 1 is the value for tan 45. So theta will be 45. I know I need to find the value for sine 4 theta. Sine 4 theta means sine theta to the power 4. And theta is 45. So sine 45 to the power 4 plus cos 45 to the power 4. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is also 1 by root 2, right? So just their power 4. So I can write same thing added 2 times, means 2 times 1 by root 2 to the power 4. On solve it, I got 1 by root 2. 1 by 2 as the answer. Clear? Now the next question is again on the same type. Just give it a try. But this time this is given, right? Tan theta plus cot theta is equals to 2. How to solve this? There is nothing like equals to 0, so I can equate and just divide them. No. Just think a bit. How to make the relation between tan and cot? Is there any relation? Yes, that is the reciprocal. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. Good. So we will try to find the value now. I can write it as tan theta plus cot theta equals to 2. This is given. Cot theta can be written as, what is cot theta? Opposite of tan theta, reciprocal of tan theta. So I can write it as 1 by tan theta. So it will be tan theta plus 1 by tan theta equals to 2. Any doubt to anyone? How I wrote cot theta as 1 by tan theta? That is the reciprocal identity, right? So on taking the LCM, it will be tan theta, right? 1 is converted to tan theta, means tan theta I am multiplying. So on the above as well I will write tan square theta, because tan theta into tan theta is tan square theta, and this will be 1 only. Any doubt? Now shifting this tan theta to another side, it will become tan square theta plus 1 equals to 2 tan theta. We can shift this 2 tan theta to this side. It will become negative. So minus 2 tan theta plus 1 equals to 0. If you try to see this, isn't it a quadratic equation? If I take tan theta as x, if I consider tan theta as x, so it will be x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. How to solve this? How to solve the quadratic equation? Very good. The multiplication should be 1 and the sum should be minus 2. So how to solve this now? Okay, I can write it as x square minus x plus 1 equals to 0. On taking x as common, x minus 1 minus 1 x minus 1 equals to 0. So x minus 1 into x minus 1 equals 0. It means x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 means x was tan theta, right? It means in this question tan theta equals to 1. Tan theta can be comparable 45 degree, right? It means we can write that theta, if tan theta equals to tan 45 degree, what does it means on comparing the angles? Theta equals to 45 degree. Now we know the angle, what is the value of the angle, that is 45 degree, right? What we can do now, we have to find the value of tan theta 7 times and cos theta 7 times, means tan 7 theta plus cot 7 theta. What we know that theta is 45? I know tan this can be written as tan theta to the power 7 and cot theta to the power 7. Clear? Just put the value tan 45 to the power 7 plus cot 45 to the power 7. What is tan 45? 1. So 1 to the power 7 and cot 45 is also 1, so 7. So 1 plus 1 makes 2. Clear? So your answer for this question is 2. Hope it is clear. Means all these type of questions, you just have to find the theta, right? Just have to put the values and you have to equate whatever is being asked. Clear? Questions are easy now. So that's it. That's it for today's session. Okay, we will cover the next part in the next class. Right? Till then, revise everything whatever we have discussed. Hope you are getting interest in this chapter now. So thank you very much. Thank you for being with us and wait for the part 3. Bye bye. If you love it, if you feel like it's helping you, then love it, like it, share it and subscribe it. Share with your friends and families. Subscribe the channel. Thank you.
Like and subscribe.